CARE of VARNEL, Chapter 3. I'm currently riding the elevator with Varnel. What on earth is waiting for us next?
We're here. Huh? Two beds. We should...
Huh? Varnel seems to be gone. You can fire it with this remote, and you can recharge the ammo here. We've arrived in a place that's completely red. There's another red button here. It takes a bit of time to press it. At the end of that corridor, I can see something that looks like a lever. As expected, it opened the door. A pretty cool corridor just came into view. What? Here, if you get caught by the mascot, you have to start all over again. New objective, explore. We've arrived in a pretty wide area. I can see where we need to go from here. This room is pretty dark. Press F to turn on the flashlight. For some reason, we have to collect apples in this dark room. We got the keycard here, so let's head to the next sector. It says the next place we need to go is the Gelmo sector.
You shouldn't be here.
Huh? Why is that attacking me? No entry staff only, but I've mostly been ignoring it anyway. This room is filled with computers, but there aren't any employees here. This button opens the party room door. Anyway, just head back from here. You can recharge your ammo here, and now let's take a look at the mascot list up here. It feels like more members get added as we go down to the lower floors. And there's a note back here. Now it's time to go party. I can hear faint music coming from somewhere, and the table is covered with party hats. This room is simple too. Just use the bullets to press the buttons. Holy! That seriously caught me off guard.
No, again!
I'm back here again. Now I'll try pressing all the buttons in this room without dying. You need to shoot as fast and as accurately as possible. Let's head up this way. Luckily, a nearby door just opened. No, don't come any closer. That thing just keeps chasing me relentlessly. And there's a hidden secret somewhere around here. See that key? You can use it to unlock the lock up ahead. There's nothing special besides this. Alright, time to wrap up the party. Huh? What the freak? Hey, don't scare me like that. What? Why did that one get kidnapped? What? When I came to my senses, I ended up in a strange place. Objective, find a way out of the caves. Anyway, it's pretty dark around here. To escape this place, we'll have to do some parkour up ahead. there's another note around here. Whoa, the floor is collapsing. If you fall down here, you'll be sent back to the starting point. Objective: don't get caught. Luckily, even if you get caught by that light, you don't have to restart from the very beginning. If things start to feel dangerous, you need to hide. I never thought I'd be pressing buttons while watching out for the lights in my life.
Very well. Will someone to deal with you?
Objective: find a way out of the caves. Huh? Why is there a pumpkin here? Looks like it's Halloween all year round for this thing. Don't forget to grab the remote here. Huh? Was that you making that noise? The wall on the side just collapsed. And I can see a hidden note tucked away in that corner. This has to be the only way forward, right? What? Hey, why are you only moving now? Do I even need to say it? We have to run. One thing about this chase is that the lights fall down and get in my way. Objective: go to elevator. The door is open, but the elevator is just going up, like it's ignoring the laws of physics. What? No! The elevator creaks, and then you hear it crashing down. It's honestly wild that I'm still alive after a crash from such a massive elevator. Huh? Wasn't that Varnel just now? Wait, this is chapter 3, right? Judging by the vibe, this does feel like the moment Varnel turns into hellish. Wow, looks like it's turned into hellish. Here, you just shoot the buttons with the remote to open the doors. And there are multiple doors like this repeating. So I'll move through this part a bit faster. As I pass through here, it kind of brings back some old memories. I remember riding the Tartar bird back then. And this room is unique since it has 6 buttons. Hopefully there aren't any more doors we have to open now. The long chase is finally over. I can see some familiar faces on the wall. What is this? Is this a dream? I don't know why Halloween suddenly showed up in my dream. And there's something at the end of this map. Looks like this dream only ends if I get caught by that pumpkin. I just had a dream where I got eaten by a pumpkin. I've come to my senses, but this place still feels like a dream. As expected, this hell still isn't over. And there's another pumpkin over there. But this time, just like in that dream, we can't let that thing catch us. Huh? That thing is over there again. Is it waiting to ambush me?
Really think you can trust me?
What is going on right now? Why am I shaking like this? What? Why is that thing here? Wait, wasn't that thing trying to kill me earlier?
There you are. You stupid human. I will come back. Always.
Well, that weird Jelmo has disappeared. Anyway, this is the path leading to the kingdom. Well, this time, there's a parkour stage up ahead. Let's get through this one as well. We need to push that block. This thing seriously won't budge. Wait, I just crossed over here, and now the wall collapses and the door opens? I've lost count of how many elevators we've taken at this point. That's all for the video. Thanks for watching.